just tweeted the guys needed that one. Do you agree with that assessment?
Well, you know, the starting point is it's always better to win than to lose or draw. So, I mean, we're happy. I think we've been frustrated that we've been playing well and not getting the results. And, you know, we're still trying to focus on the product that we're creating. We're still trying to focus on how we play. But it's nice when you get results. And, you know, I think so from that standpoint, yeah, I mean, we're happy. I think it was a good effort. Obviously missing some guys, and the guys who filled in did a great job. So from that standpoint, we're happy.
Andrew.
Obviously, Ethan's first start of the season tonight,
Yeah.
he lit it up. What did you see from him, and B, you know, did you expect that kind of performance from him tonight?
He was player of the game for me, and for the rest of the people, I guess, right? But no, he was excellent, and you know, this game isn't something that comes out of the blue. If we look at what he's been doing over these last couple of weeks, it's been leading towards a performance like this, and I'm most happy with the fact that a guy, you know, isn't a starter. And, you know, he's not in the 18, and he works his way into the 18, then he works his way into the starting lineup, and then he performs like this. That's what I'm most happy with, because I think you can see the progression, and guys believe that there's a chance. Guys believe that they work hard and they train well, and they make an impact in their time as a sub role, that they'll get an opportunity, and that's what I'm most happy with. And Ethan was great tonight.
Patrick.
You talked a little bit about the makeshift lineup. Also, last week you guys gave up a couple late goals.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts about how the defense really kind of played down and gave a shutout?
Well, Chicago hasn't been shut out yet this season, so that I think that speaks for itself. And the guys did it with determination. Guys like Gregg, Tyson, you know, Hector when he was in there, and Chad. I mean, Chad Barson was I thought was excellent as well in his defensive responsibilities. So, you know, and Steve Clark also, you know, very secure today on crosses, on, you know, didn't give up any rebounds. You know, that's what you want from a goalkeeper, and I thought he was excellent today. So I think these guys really responded. You can see that some of the guys that played last week and played again now this week, the rhythm, they're getting the rhythm, and you can see that they're a lot more comfortable with what's going on.
Andrew and then Adam.
Obviously, you didn't deem Michael ready to go for the 90, but you got it at the end. Do you think it was important to get him in there for that standing ovation and, you know, to be back with the team? And what was sort of your thought process?
Well, you know, I think the fans, I think, were first of all spectacular to give him that ovation and really cheer him on. You know, he's been through a lot in these last couple of days, and you know, it's nice for him to feel that everyone supports him. And it's the team, it's the fans, it's the community, and that's really nice. You know, for him, he had a tough session on Thursday, followed by a weight session. Then he flies across country with a red eye, and you know, it was too much for him. It was too much, and he wanted to play, but you know, I didn't think it was worth the risk because of a potential injury after all that travel and training. So, you know, it was good to get him on the field, and you know, it's good to have him back.
Adam.
So Hector Jimenez passing the ball with the guys who he ended up starting with on Friday. What did you see from him throughout the week that led you to maybe play him right back, and how did you feel specifically?
I missed that first part of the question. The
So
passing.
Hector passing
Yeah.
the guys who he
Oh, yeah.
started with on defense.
Yeah, you guys figured it out. You guys are good. You know, it wasn't about, you know, Josh's performance. It was about, we were playing at home, and I wanted a more attacking. We wanted a more attacking emphasis in this game, and with Hector we felt we can get that. Obviously he's an attacking player, and to put him at right back, we thought he can really get forward and put pressure on the other team, and he did that with a couple great balls, and you know, got into the attack nicely.
Ashley.
I'd asked Ethan after the game what's been working for him lately, and he told me that anytime you have the chance to work with a world-class striker like Josh Wolf, it's a privilege. How have you seen that relationship develop in help of Ethan's progress?
Josh was a player that was extremely intelligent with his movement. You know, when I played with him with the national team and in Germany, that's one thing that always stood out, was his movement off the ball. He times his movement behind their back line excellent. And And that's something you see, you see Ethan doing as well. He has those tendencies. If we talk about timing behind the line, he's right up there with the best of them on our team. So, and Josh has been working hard with that whole group, trying to, continue to educate them on those movements and the confidence to finish when they're in those positions.
Ryan and then Ben.
How important was it to have this kind of result at home to establish this as the fortress that you wanted to be?
Yeah, it was important. I think it's tough playing the way we do, especially at home. If an opponent comes and sits back and waits for a counterattack, and we're very offensive orientated, and we want to move the ball, and we want to play in tight spots, you make mistakes sometimes, and you hope you don't get punished, that you don't have to chase the game. And unfortunately, at times we've had to chase the game, and it makes it a lot more difficult. But we want this place to be, to be a place where the fans come and enjoy good soccer, first of all, and then, to get wins is great.
It's been overshadowed a bit with Dunleavy's great game, but Arietta also had a great performance tonight. What does it mean for this team if you can get a performance like that consistently from him?
It means everything. When you see his work rate and you see how he pestered their center defenders, and obviously the goal and his movement, that's the high road that we know is there. And we said last week we thought it was one of his better performances of the year, and he didn't score, and it was unfortunate. And he needed this so badly for himself, not for us, because we thought he played well. But for himself, he needed it, and it was in my eyes, it was great that he got it, and we're extremely happy for him. A guy who works that hard deserves that.
Adam and then Andrew.
He by getting a yellow card, obviously suspended for the next game. What explanation did you give for the yellow? We didn't see a whole lot of the press box, and how do you spend a week now trying to replace a guy like that?
You don't replace Federico. Simple as that. I mean, that's how it goes. So we get someone on the field that can play their game, and we're not going to ask someone to come in and be Federico. That would be foolish of us. We're gonna ask someone to come in and play to the best of their ability, and I'm confident we'll be able to get that out of the person.
Did you get an explanation of the yellow?
Well, he blocked a free kick. He was a yard away and he blocked it. And I would say though, I haven't seen that always called this year, and I think it's always a yellow. If you stand in front of a free kick a yard away and block it, it should be a yellow, and I haven't necessarily always seen that this year.
Earlier in the season, when Toronto came here, they sort of packed the middle of the field and
Yeah.
kind of frustrated you guys.
Yeah.
But tonight, they seemed to sort of do that, and all it did was leave Ethan and the other guys on the wings wide open. Do you feel like it sort of clicked what to do when teams stay compact like that tonight?
Not really. To me, it was where they were on the field. There was too much space behind their back line, and Toronto, they're an excellent defending team. I watched them last night against Kansas City down a man, and they were fantastic. They didn't let up many chances, and that's their game plan. They get really deep. They defend the penalty box really well, and I thought Chicago was just a little bit too high. They opened up those space behind the line.
Last two, Patrick and Nino. We done? Okay. Nino, go ahead.
When playing those games at home, it seems like it always was like a gap, a 10 to 15 minute gap, either at the start or on the start of the second half. That didn't happen tonight. What do you attribute to that?
Well, what I think is, if you watch any soccer game, there's always, always period. We talked about this already, right? There's always periods where the team isn't, if they're dominating, now they're not dominating. The other team is. I mean, that's soccer. That's what makes it so exciting. If you saw the Champions League game today, there were two different teams at times. Atletico was all over Real Madrid at a point, and then it switches, and that's the game. I think today, it was a more consistent game, like you said, and that's good, but. We strive for those 90 minutes. You're not always going to get it, though, and we have to live with it, limit the damage when we don't get that.
Last question, Dan Carroll.
Greg, can you explain, I guess, just what's going through Don Maduro's head right now? He had a bunch of chances to score today. It just seemed maybe he's playing a little bit too fast for himself. Not sure what it is.
Well, Dom lacks a little rhythm, but when you see, how he wants to take the chances and how he wants to get the goal and how he's aggressive, that's a real positive in my eyes. And, he's another guy that we really wanted to get there for him, and we really want him to be active and get his chances. And tonight we're satisfied because he got his chances, and we know the goals will come with Dom. It's proven. He's a proven goal scorer.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.